Hey, welcome back to Dan's Chess Lounge, everyone. So today we have game number 3 of the FIDE World Chess Championship. So yesterday, Jan played a fantastic attacking game. He was able to capitalize on Ding playing move number 4, h3, which gave Jan an extra tempo. He was able to do some things there and just won a brilliant game yesterday. Let's see where Ding's mental space is. Let's see how he would respond in game number 3. So Jan was white. He started off with d4. This is actually a bit of a surprise. Jan usually plays e4. d4 signals that it's probably going to be a more strategic and slower paced game. Ding responds knight f6. And we have a queen's gambit declined here. Jan goes for the exchange variation, bishop g5, and we have solid development in play here. Now, Ding plays h6, which is a move that's coming into fashion more now, but it didn't used to be a favorite of the top players. Most players would play either bishop to e7 here, or they would play knight to d7 here, but h6 is becoming more popular nowadays. They just put the question to the bishop right away. It used to be bad because the knight on b8 would eventually like to come to g6, and that would be a little bit of an issue now. But let's just see what happens in the game here. You have bishop d3, castles, queen c2. White has this nice battery here. And just going back to what I previously said, if white has this nice battery here, black is not going to be able to put his knight on the g6 square there. It's just going to get captured. So let's see how Ding handles all of this. He plays rook e8. And now you have knight g to e2. Now, Jan has a few different ideas here that he can go down, a few different paths that he can follow. He can play the minority attack, where you launch your pawns on your queen side up the board, attack the pawn on c6. That will create an isolated pawn that white can try to beat up on, or a backwards pawn that white can try to beat up on for the rest of the game. Or Jan can also play towards the middle of the board, push the pawns there, and just try to blow up the position right in the middle. He has options here. So you have knight b to d7, castles. a5 is an interesting move because Ding is actually trying to get his own queenside play going before Jan can launch a minority attack on that side of the board. a3. Now you have knight going to h5. This is a move that's played because black's pieces is kind of cramped. So this is a good way that black can try to liquidate some of his pieces and gain some space for himself. So then you have the capture, Ding captures back, and now black isn't so cramped there. He has a little bit more room for his pieces. You have rook from A to E1, right? So this signals that Jan is definitely going to push up the middle of the board. It's just a matter of when can he do it. The knight goes to F8. And now he gets the knight out of the way, so he can make that push in the middle. The knight retreats back to f6. It's a much better square on f6. Covers a broader range. It can cover more squares that indirectly from f6, opposed to being on the side of the board out of play. f3. And now you have c5 here. Ding is trying to break in the center. bishop b5. It hits the rook there. The rook simply moves out of the way. Capture. The queen is eyeing the pawn there. And now you have bishop d7, developing some pieces and offering to trade off some more pieces. Knight d4. And Dink's knight comes in. He's eyeing this nice outpost right here on c4. That would be a great spot for the knight. And that's where he goes. That hits the queen. Queen retreats back to f2. Dink adds more reinforcement on that c file. Knight a4 hits the queen. Rook e1 is just more reinforcement for his push in the middle and for his pawn. Queen goes to f6. And now you have the knight. So you have two black attackers on this pawn here. You also have two protection pieces here, the queen and the white knight on a4 protecting that pawn. So two attackers, two defenders. Dink offers a trade. Jan declines, retreats, and we have a repeat of the position, and the game is drawn. There wasn't a lot of sting in this position here. It was a pretty quiet position. Wasn't too much tactics involved. I think both players kind of just wanted to play solid and see what would happen in the position. If the position did not give them anything, neither one of them wanted to press and make something happen. If anything, Jan might be a little disappointed today that he didn't do more, considering he had the white pieces. But again, he does have a full 1-point lead, so he doesn't really have to press right now. He can just play. I think Dink bounced back today. Probably made his nerves more quiet. Hopefully he will, come out with some surprises tomorrow on the white side. We'll see what happens. Okay, guys. Ladies and gents, I should say. Hope you all enjoyed the game. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you in Game 4.